Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some ASTRONEER. In the last episode, we got the good old large shuttle. I did sort of like I did not realize that today was the day that I had to record a video. Because I'm starting to get into a schedule. Uh, so I barely had any time to watch the previous video, see what had happened. And I'm not quite in the mindset, but oh, what happened? Huh? That's a new bug. That's interesting. Anyway, ADHD brain aside, um, yeah, I'm not totally in the mindset of YouTube, so the video might feel slightly different, but it should be fine. But as I was saying, in the last episode, we got the large shuttle, and well, we're continuing on with our little task here. Now we need gases for our chemistry lab, all the things. And as I said in the last episode, we can find most of those on atrox. Problem is we gotta haul machines all the way over there, but uh, we couldn't. So I went through and made large shuttle last episode, and now we can do that. So yeah, I forgot to set the set the runtime timer. So I was just doing that. Anyway, uh, yeah. So what's my plan for this episode? So we're gonna load a whole bunch of crap in the whole bunch of crap into the rocket. We're gonna get a base down on glacio and atrox, and then I'm gonna try to leave the episode off with us building the Atrox space so that I can leave it running in between episodes because it takes ages to do something because I never bring enough power because it's 60 units of power. It's really hard to power. By but by the way, most machines, if you look at the tooltip, like the furnace pulls 5 units, freaking printer pulls one, and like the shelter produces one, RTG one, like relatively small numbers. And then you look at the condenser, and it's out here pulling 20. That is excessive. But and you got to power 3 of them on an A truck because there's 3 gases you need. It's never fun. But anyway, let's get right on into it. For the glacio base, we're going to need a mission item for the train quests, but we need something in here. I think it is the digging deeper quest, but let's also get the bait and switch quest. So basically, for doing both those quests, we get the curious items that spawn in mission specific structures for those quests. One being the quest for trains, and the others being the quest for the space snails, which have superpowers, and it makes the game a lot easier to play. Which we are gonna have to do that quest do that quest line. But I'm just trying to get the stuff to set up the train quest line because that ends up being a little hard. Also, uh, I did not get enough sleep, so I am tired. So I might either straight up not explain something or just struggle to. So, yeah, I'm not. I don't have any tethers. Why? I could have sworn that I found some sphalerite down here, so I wouldn't need any tethers. This is where I came for that extra cash. Dang, guess I'm gonna need to go grab some tethers. Man, my un my me being unprepared is carrying over to the game. Actually, is there some sphalerite down here? Might be. I know we found quartz down here. Yeah. Alright. There's some more quartz. Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab some tethers. Alright, do we have any compound? We do, yay. Not much though. We're gonna use my soil that I do not have actually. Dang it. Just go grab some of that compound over there. I'm just gonna make some tethers, head back down, you know, all the stuff you do playing this game. Alright, here we are. Came in a little hot. Dang, I got really close to the mic. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of the that there was like a lot of like audio problems um in the in my first few videos, and I figured that it's because I'm always like leaning close to the mic, and I'm trying to avoid that. This might make a lot of stuff more quiet, so yeah, still sorting everything out. Also, sphalerite. Let's go ahead and dig 3 of this. Alright, we got 3 sphalerite we need for bait for the bait and switch quest. So I'm not actually about to do the train quest one because it's like boring, and I genuinely don't know how I'm gonna make that like interesting to watch. I might like experiment with making a montage. Although I don't even know where to start with making something like that. I'm not great at editing. But we also need to go to the mountains and grab some malachite, which smelts into copper. Oh yeah, we were smelting the sphalerite that we got into zinc because it's nice to have. Man, I hate driving around mountains in a rover. It's always just tedious. Well, we found some malachite here, just all up on these bounce vines. Trying not to run into them or get launched out of the rover and die of fall damage. Well, we also don't want that. Oh yeah, we're digging through this crap really quick because the drill mod, that was fast. Anyway, back to base. Damn, hit some drifts. Anyway, let's go ahead and smelt down this malachite into copper, and let's redeem those quests. Bait and switch and digging deeper. Oh my god, it's loud! Why was that so loud? I do not remember that being very loud. I have no idea if that was loud in the recording. But anyway, we got these 2 strange objects in peculiar pieces. This one is for the gastropod quest. Or snail. They call them gastropods in-game. That's just a very fancy science name for a snail. Which I didn't know for a long time. I was out here calling them by their long fancy name. But yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna try to get a base set up on Glacio. And I'm going to spend more time than usual there so that I can get research chambers going. Because as I have found out in this series, Glacio is broken for research. Like, it's insane. So yeah, we're going to go build up a base there and go set up research chambers so that we can get the big nodes. I need to load the rocket up with a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, hang on, we need a frickin' shredder. That is objectively, I mean, we have the exo chips now. We definitely need to make a trade setup. So before we go and build bases on different planets, let's go. Let's you know, build the one here on Silva, because you know that's probably a good idea. Oh, we have no power. Okay. That soil sand future started going slow. You know, I really need to like get a tapper setup going. You know what? While we're working on the base, I think I might just go ahead and do exactly that. And I could bring one. And I could bring one of the. Actually, when I come back from atrox, I'm gonna bring one of the tappable plants from there. Because if you grab the right one from atrox, those things produce a crap ton of organic, and that could now be kind of useful for powering an entire base. You know, I'm just not thinking I should probably explain that. So, actually, no. Do I really need to explain this? I'm tired, so I'm not thinking clearly anyway. Basically, the way that's gonna work, we're gonna, like, plant a plant, and then we're gonna put our tapper on it, and then that is gonna create organic for free, just kind of broken. And then a auto arm is gonna pick it up and put it on a bunch of these, and these turn that organic into power. So yeah. Anyway, let's grab some reso now. I didn't mean to open up the terrain tool and go dig it. Come on. Grab onto the platform. There we go. And lock it. There we go. Alright, let's make another platform B for now. We're gonna eventually make a giant platform there because the extra large shredder. We don't got the crap for that. I use 5,000 bytes and takes some. It takes a resource and takes steel, which takes argon, which we do not have access to yet. So we're just gonna go. So we're just gonna go for a smaller shredder for now. That one. Let's go ahead and unlock the trade platform too. And I should probably explain what that does. So, trading in this game, you trade scrap for resources. Scrap is like a currency in this game. I actually have one right here that I got from a wreck, I believe. But you can put random like debris that you find out in the world in the shredder, and it'll shred down scrap. You can also shred just anything you don't need, which is pretty nice. But trading it's like the soil center. It's like the soil centrifuge. You can get like all sorts of resources, which unlike the soil centrifuge, you can also get like ammonium and well, you can get a lot more ammonium, and you can get copper, aluminum, zinc. You can get a lot more from the trade rocket. And eventually you get ASTRONEER, which you can trade for even more like insane crap, like a hydrazine freaking exo chips. It's pretty nice. Anyway, what do you take? Iron, tungsten carbide, exo chip, iron, tungsten. Okay, we can do all of that. Let's go grab another organic for carbon we get by smelting organic. Go in and throw that in the furnace. There we go. Let's put this back in storage. We also want 2 tungsten, 2 iron, right? Yeah, okay. Alright. We also want 2 exo chips, which we have exactly 2. Huh. And my backpack's full. Let's just drag you over here, I guess. We can go ahead and put these on the generators, so we can free up some space. Let's come into here, let's take some of our tungsten and our carbon, turn it into tungsten carbide. And have over to let's do the we have stuff for the trade platform. Huh. What's the shredder take? Extra chip iron tungsten carbide. We got it. Sweet. There we have our tungsten carbide. Let's wait for this thing to print. Alright, there's that. Go ahead and start printing the shredder too. But we're gonna throw you over here. Gonna rotate you so the console faces out here. Oh hey, our research is done. Got... Well, I spent all the bytes on the things, didn't I? Well, I'm actually gonna grab our scrap. I'm going to throw it in the rocket. I'm gonna buy some resin. And off it goes. Anyway, we need a lot of resin because we need some platforms to put our atmospheric condensers on, which is how we're gonna collect the gas from the other planets. All right, there's our shredder. Go ahead and throw you there. And do we have anything that we want to shred? Yes, actually, we have our spent boosters. You can actually shred these, if it wasn't obvious. Go ahead and throw you there. And I think one of the benefits of using the large platform Bs is that we can just kind of throw this guy on the side there, and then it will automatically be thrown in there once that's done shredding. Anyway, we need some platform. I'm doing the platform A's because you know, don't really need it to be that automatic yet, because we burn through gas that's actually pretty slowly, all things considered. And by the time that we need to go grab more gas, the base up on Atrox is going to have produced a nugget of gas a while ago. And that's how it can get away with being severely underpowered. Oh, we got some scrap. Let's throw on the thing. I'm gonna let this process down and shred, and we're gonna make platforms and throw them in the rocket. Oh, you didn't automatically... Huh. I could have sworn it does that. Anyway. I guess time-lapse time? There is all of our platforms, and as you can see, reason we in last episode put large storages in the rocket so we can put these boxes in the rocket. But anyway, we need some atmospheric condensers now, which are, you know, slightly more expensive. You take a plastic, a glass, and an iron. Okay. So, plastic is a compound and a carbon. So let's run over here, grab some compound, and, you know, then get some organic. Come on, grab the thing before I suffocate. Okay, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Okay, we're not dead. Yay! Anyway. So, let's grab some organic, smelt it down into carbon, turn it into plastic. I'm actually going to grab some quartz for glass while that is running, just so I don't have to do it later. Alright, man, perfect, man, perfect timing. The carbon is pretty much done smelting. But, throw this on the furnace, and grab, why am I still holding on to that? Can grab this carbon, grab the compound that we put back in storage, keep on processing and crafting. Alright, there is all the stuff crafted. So now we just grab some of our iron, start crafting some condensers. I've really been liking the way that time lapses look, so I've been trying to incorporate more of those instead of just saying I'm going to do something, cutting, and then boom, it's done. You have to like watch it happen live, albeit really, really, really fast. Alright, well, that is a fully loaded rocket, which looks pretty cool. But let's load up the let's load up the backpack too. You're gonna need the thing for glacio, because if you look at the tooltip, it says that it has to be placed on glacio. It's the Chronos data file gibberish point transit. Please deploy on glacio. So we got to put that on glacio, even if we wanted to or not. I do know that it will want us to put wind turbines on it. We don't have enough bytes for that. It's only an aluminum and a ceramic, so let's just bring the materials for that, and then craft it once we get a small printer on glacio. Right, we got the materials for the wind turbines. I'm also spinning up some compound so that I can make a pair of printers. Also have this resin. I'm gonna make a platform for said printer. You know, I'm preparing. Look at me go. You know, I think I'm out of backpack space here. Just leave some tethers behind. Need another slot. I think I'm gonna have to do it. I think I'm gonna have to leave the jump jet. Yeah. We're not gonna have a jump jet, even though it's practically empty, and we're probably gonna lose it on a glacio anyway. Anyway, our compound is done. Let's grab 3 of it. Let's make a small printer. And then we come over here to make a medium printer. And then I think I'll put this up here. Then we'll put this guy in the slot that the other thing was in. I don't know, being very descriptive. Anyway, how much fuel we got? Plenty. I think we are off to Glacio. Let's hope I'm not forgetting anything. Whee! And there's the landing site. Kaboom. Alright. Building on Glacio. Let's do it. Let's go ahead. Put this guy down. Actually, where's our little... We might want to place this in a place where it would be easier to, like, move the train line around. Alright. You go there. I have no idea if that's really loud on the recording. Anyway, let's go ahead, place our platform down. Let's plug that guy in. Let's grab our medium printer. Place that guy down. Grab the small printer. You know the drill. Place that guy down. And let's head down to the caves and grab some research stuff so we can research the small wind turbine. So we can print these into wind turbines. I nearly just walked off the edge there. Man, Glacio's a godsend for frickin' bites. It is actually... some more experienced players watching this, if y'all have been doing this entire time, please don't bully me. It's just I never thought to do this, or I just didn't think that this would be practical. But nope, it's definitely worth it. It is absolutely worth it. Holy crap. I know. I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but finding these Frodos and Argon is actually kind of pretty good because that'll help us out on the train quest. Because those can be a pain in the butt to find. There's more over there. Yeah, normally those things can be a pain in the butt to find. But anyway, I think we have enough for the wind turbine. Yes, we do. Alright, now let's head back up to the surface. Print these frickers. Also, if you haven't noticed, and this is assuming that I actually did this in editing, and I think I already brought it up in this episode. I've been using a lot more time lapses because it's again like only using cuts where they're more logical. If y'all have any feedback for any ideas on what I should do, tell me. All the really big things that are a little bit heavier on the editing, I probably can't do right now. But anyway, printing these into wind turbines. Those are going to go up here. Now I'll actually complete one of the mandatory quests for this. This also acts as a landing pad. Well, we can't land on it, but we can still redeem quests from here. Like so. Man, that's... It's probably not loud on the recording. I just have my speakers turned up high. But... yeah, it wants to put two wind turbines here. Speaking of, there's one off camera because I aimed it funny. Alright, got a wind turbine. How Yes. I was gonna come over here, grab a platform off of the rocket, throw you like here, spin you around, plug you in. I'm gonna grab a condenser, throw you on the platform, like so. Yes. And we can go ahead and throw the other one here. Kaboom! What do we get for that one? Just some bites. Okay. But anyway, literally the only gas in Glacio's air is argon. So we can go ahead and set that to automate. So if we pull it out of there, it'll you know, complete. But I'm looking at the timer, and this has been going on for a while. I've been recording for a while. I was trying to record for longer because I know I've turned most of this video into a time lapse. Still aiming around 30 to 40 minutes. Anyway, atrox. Just go ahead and fly over there. Place on a little base. I didn't grab a beacon. It doesn't matter. We can just use the beacon on the because the shelters, both the portable one and the normal one have like a little beacon on it. So we can always tell where we are, and I'm just looking for a landing site that's relatively close to a gateway chamber. Like right there. Because whenever we do the inevitable hike to a gateway chamber, I don't want the hydrogen in my backpack, which is the resource needed to activate Atrox's core. I don't want that getting blown up. And there's a flower all the way over there. These guys. They shoot freaking missiles. Like so. Like this. They're angry. And they blow up, too. Because why wouldn't they? But yeah, they are problematic. And if you have anything even remotely explosive on your person or in your rocket, which you do, because hydrazine, it's needed for fuel, it will blow up and destroy you and everything in your rocket, including the rocket itself, which is not very nice of it. Anyway, let's drop the rest of our platforms here. Alright, there's the platforms. Let's go ahead and grab the condensers, too. That is a thumbnail shot. Oh, yeah. Anyway, can grab our field shelter and go ahead and open that up. And go ahead and plug this in. Now this will produce 1/2 of a U to power 60 U's. This will take a long time, hence why I waited till the end of the video to do this. But we're gonna grab methane, gonna grab sulfur, and we're gonna grab helium. Also make that automatic. All of them automatic. Okay. Now this is gonna take ages, several hours. So in between episodes, these are gonna be running, and when you come back next episode, these and the one on Glacio are gonna be done, and we'll continue from there. And probably make a portable probably make a portable oxygenator, which is pretty neat. But anyway, if you liked what you watched, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can be notified on my next release, which is weekly, every Friday. So with that said, I will see you next episode. See ya.